my way. Yeah, let's get a bigger slider.
Go big or go home. Oh yeah.
There you go. Alright. Now, and this thing is trash. Should not do this. It's not good. But, these are Brannick shafts. These are aftermarket Brannick 35 spline. They're a amazing axle shaft. Splines are still straight. These shafts have been in here, what, 5 years? Been on.
So we're gonna be able to reuse those.
Yeah, so this piece, the stub shaft and the inner shaft will be reused. These are Brannick Legend shafts, 4340 chrome ollie. This, the Yukon Super Joint, which is your U-joint, that's what allows it to do this. That is what we're gonna replace or rebuild. So usually these caps will have little bitty needle bearings in them, and that's what lets it rotate. These joints do not. It's a bushing inside of the cap, so the bushing is wore out, and that's why it's allowing it to move. So hopefully the joint itself is not hurt when you just replace the caps. But it's pretty worn out. But at least the axle shafts are still A-okay. So, lack of maintenance, or maybe the throttle foot of my wife, I don't know. But, so we're doing the maintenance. This shouldn't do this. So both these knuckles are connected by said rod, and then this is the actual, what turns it. It doesn't have a steering box like a car. This is a big orbital ram. So when she turns the wheel, fluid goes in, pushes it out, turns the wheel the other way, fluid goes out the other way. But you should not do this. Right now, with the engine off, that you should not be able to move that. So what has happened are these Heim joints that are connected to the ram have a lot of play in them. So it's causing it to move. So that needs to be fixed. Should be like this. So basically, fluid goes in, ram goes out, fluid goes in, through here and out, ram goes back in. But you shouldn't be able to move that ball. They should be tight all the time. And in this case, they're worn out. That's why it does this. So that'll have to get fixed. That'll help with steering input and the steering wheel. And also, if we're in a comp and we're trying to do a front dig, which is only the front tire spinning, so the back stays still, which this transfer case allows you to do that. So she'll be full lock, so these will turn 45 to 46 degrees on the throttle, and you want the tire as hard as it can go. So if she's turned all the way and this has play in it, when she's trying to do the front dig, if the tire's spinning, instead of being locked, it's going to do this, and it's not going to let the buggy turn as fast. So that's got to be fixed. So basically, my wife is hard on parts, and I may not be the best on maintenance, but no big deal. We'll cross that bridge when the time comes. So as of right now, the front end is completely disassembled minus the third member. We're not going to worry about taking that thing out. It's a Gearworks high pinion 10-inch, trophy truck style stuff. Pretty maintenance free. If she breaks that, we're doing something either really awesome or something really bad went wrong. So that's about as far as I'm going to take it down today. Tip of the day. So we're getting ready to pull the shocks off, so the axle's going to droop out. So you don't want to just, I see people do it all the time. It's got rubber line, they'll just let the thing hang down, such as this. Don't do as I do. And that puts all kinds of stress on this rubber hose when it's so easy just to get a $2 bungee cord. Look at this. It's perfect in there. Hook it, wrap it. Look at that. It's that easy. It takes 30 seconds. Now you have no strain on your hose. and they can hang there. And obviously this one needs a good paint job. But don't just let your brake calipers hang by the hoses. It's terrible. So we pulled these rear shafts out the other day to do some inspections, which we found the one bearing's bad, and this shaft is twisted. That shaft should look like this. So what happens is when this decides to break because it's not straight anymore, it turns out like this. So this is one we've broken in the past. This was actually a very bad break. So once this breaks, it's shoved up in the axle tube, and then you have to figure out how to get it out, which sometimes can be a pain in the butt. Broomsticks work. Sometimes you get it with a magnet. Luckily, before we had a spool in it, so I had to take the far side shaft out and use a rod to beat this piece out. But now that we have an ARB in it, if we have a breakage like this, most likely it'll take the ARB out, which is not good. But this was up in there. This is what a piece of a broken axle shaft looks like, and that is chromoly steel. So it's pretty violent when it broke. So if we keep running this shaft, it will end up like this. Plus side makes a great paperweight and a good conversation piece. Alright, so we're moving to the old boot of this beautiful rig here. So we're having issues with the rear suspension acting funny. My wife had a pretty bad rollover. I wish we had videos of it, but it was basically a double front flip and 2 barrel rolls into the side of a tree. Since then, the back of the buggy has been acting weird, and I think it might have lost some fluid. So this is what holds up our cars. It's called an air shock. So basically, this is a cartridge style fork or shock, and it has oil in it, it has nitrogen in it, and it has valving in it. So basically, the oil is for the dampening. The nitrogen is what sets the ride height, how high you want the back of the buggy to sit or low, and they're fully tunable. So these are Kings. This is a 14 by 2.5 inch shaft, which means it has 14 inches of travel, and the shock body is 2.5 inches around. Fantastic shock. They've been awesome, and I'm pretty sure they're due for at least an oil change and possibly a rebuild. So to get this thing up safely, you can't really put jack stands up under what little chassis is left for weight distribution. So you always got to have your homemade jack. Every mechanic has their homemade tools. So this thing is purposely made for these buggies because how tall it sit. I just used some junk. Don't judge my fabrication abilities. This was like a 4-minute job. I did not go high enough for that walk real quick.
Oh Lord, that looks sketchy.
This is fun. All we're going to do is lift the back of the buggy up. We'll see the shocks come up, the axle stays stationary.
Okay, do not try this at home. Would not recommend trying this.
There's nothing sketchy about this. I mean, but yeah, don't try this at home. Alright, so these things do is jack it up. This truck is 2x4. And we're going to go right across the top of the links, across the frame. Get that all nice and centered, all laser right, good enough. And now when we let this down, so now the chassis of the buggy can't move. Axle stable on the jack stands, chassis of the buggy stable, and now we can pull the air shocks off.
Penny. Hey, shop dog. Hey, shop girl. Hey, shop girl. Oh, oh, shop girl.
Hey, pull the tricep out for me. Why don't you lay in front of the fan, girl?
Come here.
Huh? Sit down. Sit down. You listen great.
Like a rock.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You see it?
There you go.
It's got no side to side. That feels good. It's just up and down.
So is that good or bad?
I'm gonna say it's bad. Just gonna. Man, I gotta take the skid plate off this thing. I don't know if I even want to attempt it. Oh, that looks terrible.
Hey, I wonder how many cans and fire extinguishers are underneath the belly.
Well, I gotta service the Atlas, so it's gotta come off.
Will
Dang
that
it.
help? Will that help me shifting it, like going,
I hope so.
shifting better when I do a front dig?
Maybe. Hey, give me a 14 millimeter out of that, please. The door is open. It'll say 1-4.
No, duh.
I'll just let you know. And it's gonna be a wrench. Oh, the old pinch is leaking a little bit. I think check the fluid in that sweet machine. Come on, 1-4.
I am doing the best I can. Let's see, a 3/4.
Come on, it's 14. They should all be labeled.
A 14?
Yes.
You said a 1/4.
That's a 14. Look, is that a 1 and a 4?
Yes.
So that's a 14, correct?
But you said,
I said 1-4.
I thought you meant like 1-4.
Oh, well, this bracket's doing no good, too. You broke that. It's perfect. Okay. Don't even have to take that off now. All right, let's attempt to get this skid pan off without killing me. Right. All right, well, you did good. I mean, you did get a 4 fluid.
Yeah, and it was right in front of me.
All right, so we're gonna have to get Sketchy Jack. It's awesome.
So what are we fixing to do?
We'll pull skid pan off and let's see how many cold snack cans are. Watch those.
Kind of a bad thing that we don't wear shoes.
Shoes are overrated until you cut your toe off. But I mean, really, like,
Babe, I already see a can.
what's a set of Skechers gonna do, or New Balances to your feet if this thing falls on? Same thing it's gonna do if you don't. You're just gonna cut your toe off.
Babe, a lot of people are still toeing a shop.
Well, that's only if you gotta deal with OSHA. You know how hard it is to find steel toe boots at 15? I mean, look at all these trail sodas. Sketchiness. I got them on the back. Oh, I got one. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, you look good from this angle, babe.
Well, you know. What do other people do on their days off of work? Do they relax, like by the pool? You know, they play golf. You know what I do? I sweat in my shop, fixing my wife's buggy. It's awesome. Oh, yep. Quite a few cold snacks in there.
There's that
I mean,
Gatorade.
look, you did drink a Gatorade. I'm proud of you. What else we got down here? Some wasabi, okay? What kind of trail food we got here? What was this? Garlic, deep fried peanuts.
That was definitely yours.
What we got here? Oh, okay. A little honey smoked turkey.
Oh, babe was eating healthy that day.
Yeah. Okay, you know.
What else is in here? Oh, there's
just,
a rock.
Just to let people know, the White Claw, I don't drink these, so maybe somebody behind me, but those cold snacks aren't for me. Now that Coors Latte over there, maybe so. Oh, is that a good pack of Gushers? Yep, looks like a transfer case.
Why is there a rock on my...
Oh, that's some around the country saying right there. All right, so let's sketchily pull this thing out of here. All right, I need you to help me. Oh, look. Can you get up?
Holy blessings! This thing's heavy!
Yeah. It's AR plate.
Holy no judgment.
Look at all this.
Yeah, I don't think this has been cleaned in a long time. This is my skid. What, belly pan? Well, I don't need any more dirt, babe. So I'm gonna attempt to clean it and just get all this lovely dirt and trash up. So that's what I'll be doing.